before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
On the ground, it's Bishop. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Vols want to move quickly. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Frustrating end to a promising drive. I mean, you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The sure hands, it's Nimrod. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Quarterback may change this route.
139 Albatross. Move.
This is a designed run. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the red area, it's Cobb. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to one timeout left in the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff, Washington goes left. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. And he could not get loose on the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free and he's able to just walk in, but the defense was prepared and they're ready for it. They make the tackle inbounds, now setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Here we go.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now on second down. Brown will throw it. The short hands, it's Kane. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Using his legs, it's Cobb. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Smith with the grab over the middle.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Here's a little room there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. back into the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 15 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Longhorns with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions.
Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Quarterback making checks. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went. to Auburn Stadium in Eugene. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Auburn Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Calls his own number. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throwing more. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9.
95, 96, bridge. Flash. Ready to go.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dante Moore. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback will keep it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moore will throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room, it's Gordon. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
Finding some room. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabs it in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, Dave.
On the run, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Moore. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Moore to throw. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Moore to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Again, it's Moore. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Throwing, Moore. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Matthews.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Gets it out quickly. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Dante Moore fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On the run, it's Bishop. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Vols headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Vols have this offense rolling. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Vols! And that one will give them the lead. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving.
Western.
Moore. Here's the pressure. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Here we go. Ready. We're at 18. We're at 18. Ready, go.
Moore will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Dante Moore wants to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go back to the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these.
Snags it, and he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
More to the air again. Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Here's more to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. The Ducks with the answer.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll move the wide receiver. Slams it ahead. And he'll be brought down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Right down the gut of the field. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Throwing more. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's hooked. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Stan. He's at the top, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. The Ducks were the answer.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Again, it's Moore. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A first down for the offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And there's nothing better than victory formation on another person's field when it's really quiet. They've been loud, screaming all game, and now you know and they know this one's over, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. That will be the final play as the clock strike zero here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.